So here are the shelves at the grocery store. Look at that. Isn't that insane? Look at that. Like, they're practically all empty here. All I had here was one little thing of sweet potato fries. There were actually 3 of them, and I picked up 1 of them. But all the other potatoes, this is all potatoes. Just completely gone. I did that, man. Come on, man. I did that. Joe, Bye Don, I know that you did that. And that's nothing to take credit from. That's not a good thing. Oh, come on, man. I did that. You can at least give me some credit, man. Yes. He did that. I did that. So yeah. He done did that. He done did that. There you go. Crazy, right? Absolutely crazy. So I'm curious to know what the grocery stores look like where you are here. So I've seen the potato section dwindle down pretty rapidly, like over the past month, or actually probably like two months. It went from, being fully stocked to what you see now, just 3 sweet potato fries left. And I should have bought all 3. I only picked up 1 now. But what is the culprit for this? 'Cause a lot of people are like, come on, man, it ain't that guy. It ain't that old man who's stumbling around and fumbling around. It is exactly from him, because the policies that him and his people make are contributing to this. Okay? So basically how it works, there's multiple things. The government's official word is that there's not so much a shortage, is that there's such high demand for these products that they can't stock the shelves in time. They're not able to stock the shelf. No, that's not it at all. It's like, first of all, what would be contributing to such the high demand of products? Like, why the sudden high demand? It doesn't make any sense. Like, why now, all of a sudden, people are like, I gotta go out and buy 10 times the amount of food than I normally do? Again, logically, it does not make any sense, but that's the official word from the government, okay? No, what's really happening is you have inflation that is going up higher and higher and higher and higher, okay? You got not enough people working the job, okay? Because either they are taking off work, they're leaving their jobs, or they're being fired for, policies such as injection policies that they're not complying with, you know what I mean? So they're leaving their job. There's less people. I know for a fact that there's less people working, because you see things that are not tended to as much. You see less employees in the store. Everywhere. You see now hiring signs everywhere. Okay? And practically every single store that I see now hiring. Why are they hiring? Because they can't find the people to work. It's not because there's such high demand of these jobs. It's because they cannot find people to work. Okay? You got the food shortage from all the supply chain disruptions and issues there, where everything is very slow to come through. It's like a little trickle, as opposed to, opening it up and letting everything kind of come through with, all of that. But it's crazy. It's crazy to think about, because did I not warn you last year about food shortages? And I said, be prepared. Be prepared. And look where we are today. It's like, this food shortage thing, it's just never going to happen. What did I show you? You want to get French fries? You want to get some sort of frozen potato? You can't get anything. Now, mind you, not all of the store looks like that. That is the worst part of the store, okay? You literally see 1, 2, 3, 4, practically 5 whole doors that are completely gone. Like on the 5th one, there's like a little bit of the top, or a little bit of stuff there, and then there's actually another door over that has a little bit of it's like half full. But this is a direct result of the policies that are being made, and a direct result. Remember now, people voted for this because they didn't like the other guy. They didn't like the other guy, so they voted for this guy. And those people vote. Those types of people vote who hate the opposition. Now, mind you, it doesn't really matter either way, because politicians or people in political power, they're all corrupt, they're all liars, that, you know, all that sort of fraudulence. So, but, you know, I mean, it's certainly, I think things would have been different with the other guy, but that's not to say that, you know, certain things like this is completely unavoidable, but direct result of the policies that are being made now is contributing to this sort of thing. And it's very easy to see. When you're printing up all this money, common sense tells you that that's going to lead to inflation. Come on, man, that ain't going to lead to no inflation. That's going to help inflation. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. And any sort of person who has just any sort of brain cell will understand that that does not make any sort of sense at all. Okay? It doesn't make any sense. And here's a perfect example of how it doesn't make any sense. If I have 10 rare items, okay? Whatever it is, maybe it's this glass of water, okay? There's only 10 of these in existence. Well, that makes them rare, right? That makes them rare. Okay, let's just say that they sell for, you know, a decent amount of money a piece, like $100 a piece, because they're probably even more than that, like $1,000 a piece, because of how rare that they are. Because there's only like 5 of them in existence, 5 or 10 of them in existence. Let's just say, you know, people really like this, so I'm going to make a bunch more. I'm going to make like 1,000 more. Well, that essentially makes it not as rare. That makes the value of it decrease because now there's more supply of it. That's exactly what they're doing to the US dollar. Think about it for a moment. The US dollar is not backed by anything. There's no backing at all. And they print it up, they print it up, they print it up, and they print it up. What happens then? You got an infinite supply of money, completely worthless because they can just print it on demand at any point. It's like, okay, well, why not just print me up $1 trillion and then, you know, give that all to me. You know, what is, you know, it honestly, it's very common sense when you look at it. It really is. So that's why I said the economy is going down, be prepared for all this sort of stuff, but people thought it was a conspiracy theory and didn't want to listen. Hopefully you see now what I've been saying here for the past 2 years has been true. But you choose not to listen. Well, a lot of you do. A lot of you understand what's going on and have been aware of what's going on. But some of you just are continuously wrapped up in this mindset that it's not doing you any good. You're holding yourself back from seeing what's really happening here. So open up your eyes. Open them up. You have them closed all this time. Open them up and see what's actually going on here. And you will find that it's a lot more than what it seems on the surface. So that was all. I want to know how much stuff is in your local grocery store. If you've seen a lot of shortages, stuff missing. You know, as I said, this is the worst part of this grocery store. There are other parts that are quite empty, like a lot of bread you will see empty. Fruits and vegetables, certain things you will see very empty. Stuff like that. And yeah, it is definitely, there are some spots that are more plentiful with food as opposed to others, but there's a decent amount of sections of the store that are just completely empty. But this is the worst that I've seen. So that was all. So you all take care, of a great one, and let me know what your thoughts are. Okay? You take care. Bye-bye.